It's more than just a baseball bat. Whether it's the color, a motivational message, the pine tar, or even a number on the handle, a player's personality shines through the bat and it becomes a symbol of who they are. So when it came time for James Ramsey to let the bat become his voice, he started with something vital to every baseball player: the grip.
You got to find what's comfortable for you, and for me it's been definitely a tennis grip. The cushion and the feel of it, the tack is something that I've always kind of just found to be the best way. And so ever since high school, when I've been able to wrap my own bats, I've always just gone to the store and bought tennis grips and put them on my bat instead.
It's definitely better on your hands. It's a better feel for the bat. I feel like it evens out the bat a little bit. I mean, see guys like James and Mike using it, and they hit pretty well. So I was like, hey Ram, can I get a tennis grip, please?
Ramsey grew up in a suburb of Atlanta, like most kids playing every sport, but was born to play baseball at Florida State. His father, Craig, was the team captain of Mike Martin's first team as head coach in 1980, and even led them to a trip to Omaha and the College World Series. So with last year's trip to Rosenblatt, both father and son got to experience the game's biggest stage together in the garnet and gold.
Like a dream come true. You hope your kids grow up and do well in whatever they do, and to have a son that's playing at your alma mater that we get to come watch. It is kind of special to see your kid. You kind of forget about it in the moment of the game, because I'm a fan first, then certainly a parent, so you're hoping that we win most of the ball games.
Yet Craig Ramsey is just half of the story. Mary Beck was a standout women's tennis player at Florida State in 1978 and married a certain Seminole baseball team captain named Craig just a few years later.
It's a special place. It's always will be, because what's really special is I met my wife here.
Met Craig, and he ended up asking me to marry him, give me the ring at the fountain up at Westcott. So that was fun too.
So when it came time for Mary Ramsey's children to become involved in sports, tennis was of course going to be high on the list for James.
He was a good tennis player. He grew up playing lots of tennis and using this wrap, and just on the bat started wrapping it on the handle and liked the feel. So it's good having a little bit of tennis represented, so that's a good thing.
Something tangible like this as the grip is really shows that her influence on me is just as strong as my dad, which gets lost in the mix sometimes.
She gets pretty comfortable when James is swinging up there. She's got the natural backhand anyway. I think he's probably got some of that swing from her backhand.
So every time James steps to the plate, he's carrying a bat that symbolizes not one, but both of his parents. That tennis he learned so many years ago from his mother has become one of the biggest parts of his baseball game today.
Playing tennis at an extremely young age, probably just as young as I started baseball. And so guys give me a hard time. A lot of times I'll flick a base hit and it'll kind of look like a tennis swing. I'm out of my front foot a little bit. Without a doubt, that influence has been strong.
And it was never tennis or baseball. It was both. It was family. And it was Florida State, no matter what.
James came here as a little boy, football games, baseball games. I mean, we have every picture of him just in Seminole garb and baseball hats, and so he's been a Seminole lover always.
The opportunity to play in the garnet and gold is something that, having seen both my parents do and something that I've been able to continue on is great. Just the Seminole tradition is something that's very strong, and not only me, but a lot of other athletes whose parents went here or played here, we all have that in common. It's something that is a pretty strong bond.
It was a dream to have him come here. It was something he really wanted and fun for us, but to have him do well and do well in school, and it's always been a big part of who we are, and James and his brothers and sisters love it also and always are cheering on the Noles. So
it's more than just a bat. The symbol isn't his swing or really even the grip. It's not one sport or the other. It's family. And for the Ramseys, that means garnet and gold from one generation to the next. I'm Scott Kodak reporting for Seminoles.com.